everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do. Right, so as always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro gears from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the icons that's up here, along with Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts, and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commission the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending directly on to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity that's along the bottom there. So yeah, guys, this, as you can see from the graphics, this is the come on, there you go. Hang on, go away. There you go. This is the live watch along for the Man United away live at Old Trafford. So as always, guys, let's jump straight on to team sheet. So for Man United, they have Henderson in goal with Lindelof, Maguire, Rashford, Greenwood, Fred, Fernandes, James, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and McTominay. On the bench for Man United, Bishop, Grant, Alex Telles, Bailey, Tuanzembe, I think you pronounce that. Williams, Matic, Ahmad, and Shortari. For West Ham, we have Fabianski in goal, Soufal, Diop, Dawson, Creswell, and Johnson making up the back five. So probably three at the back going to back five. Rice, Soucek, Noble, Bowen, and Antonio up front. On the bench is Martin, Trott, Balbuena, Alvarez, Coventry, Lanzini, Benrahma, and Odebeku. So, guys, John, good evening, mate. Hope you're alright. Rob's projectable. Welcome, mate. Ain't seen you for a while. I hope you're keeping okay. He says, I'm not anti-noble, but what the fuck? Herbert said, this is your best chance to win. Major injuries and a dodgy defence. Well, that's half the issue with the team sheet, mate, to be honest with you. Rick, good evening. So I think we'll have a good lineup. It will be 2-1 to West Ham. Fair enough. Mitchell, welcome, mate. The Scouser who's recently subscribed, welcome, mate. Good to properly talk to you. Mitchell says, on paper, Man United should walk all over West Ham, but I'm all for cliches. It ain't played on paper. Come on, you irons. Yes, mate. Agreed. And thank you to everybody, of course, that has subscribed to the channel over the last few days. Ever since I did the support video for the man that I class as my good friend, Gonzo. We've had some really good nice subscriber counts. We're very, very close to 1,800. It'd be very nice if we get there tonight. I don't think we will, of course, but it'd be very nice if we get there soon. John says, I think it will be hard. It'll be hard tonight, John. Yes, it will. I genuinely think you're not the only one there, mate. Which is half the reason why everybody is up in arms with the team sheet at the moment. But it says we have no one to bring on from the bench except Ahmad. Makes me feel confident for that, mate. Certainly does. But cheers, guys. Hope you're right. So, guys, as Rick intimated that just there, give us your predicted line. Give us your predictions, score predictions. It is. Do you know what? I can understand why a lot of people are getting the ump at the minute with this lineup, because Noble is a good player. You know, we know. I'm not going to wax lyrical. I've mentioned it many times before how good Noble is. He's very, very important to the squad. He genuinely is important to the squad. He does a lot of things off the ball that a lot of people don't realise, and that's half the issue. But yes, all right. There's arguments as to why Benrahma's not being involved. Why isn't Fornals being involved? I think we'll obviously find out in later on this evening as to why that's the case. But I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's too bad. But it says we have no one to be and we are in the dreadful at defending set pieces. I'm going for a 1-1 ball fest with McFred. Mitchell says 2-2 to West Ham. West Ham to score first. Rob says we need pace. They have an extra game and should be more tired. John says, well, I would take 3 to Man United and 1 to West Ham. Fair enough. That's your entitlement. It's not a problem, man. I don't want anyone to think, oh, just because this is a West Ham channel that you say that it's going to be a draw, it's going to be a win to West Ham. At the end of the day, just give me your predictions. As I say, they're your predictions. That's it. That's fine. Herbert says, also, West Ham United best bet is to give us the ball because we don't know what to do with it. If you come and play football, we will hit you on the counter. Excuse me, Herbert. That's a good. Excuse me, guys. That's a very good point there, Herbert. Very, very good point. Very, very good point. That could well be that could well be the downfall. I've got a funny feeling Moyes is going to be quite defensive on this. Now, it's obviously a shame that we can't have Lingard because he's playing against. We are playing against his parent club. So all eyes are obviously going to be on Antonio for tonight. But as I say, this is a free hit. I said in the preview, this is going to be a free hit. I'll be ecstatic if we get all 3 points. Of course, I'll be happy if we get a draw. I'll be happy if we play well and we lose. It's Man United, man. And there was somebody when I was over on Garage Football doing their watch along for the North London Derby. Was saying that what was the what was it? I've completely forgot what I was gonna, what that point was now. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. Man United, as I said in the preview, have got a lot of injuries out at the minute. And we've got games in hand on them as well. So it's there for the taking. It genuinely is. But team sheets don't win games. Players win games, and we'll have to wait and see what the attitude's like. Luke, hello mate. Hope you're right. He's not confident. Yes, John, I did have a good Saturday. Thank you. All things considered with the weather. Hope you did as well, mate. Herbert says, do you reckon Moyes will keep Lingard? He's done right for you, contrary to most fans didn't want him, just like Moyes. I was happy to see what happened with him, to be honest with you, mate. I couldn't give him. I was like, just give him a chance at the end of the day. That's what we should be doing as football supporters. We should be giving people chances, and Moyes has, and a lot of the fan bases. And I'll be, there are rumours going around that Lingard wants to stay, and I'm very happy with that. He has been the difference so far this season for us. Just the boys are about to walk out. But yeah, Kabir, welcome, mate. Hope you're alright. Hope you're doing good, guys. As you would have seen earlier, Arsenal beat Spurs 2-1 earlier. That very, very entertaining watch along with the Garage Football guys. Very, very entertaining on that, and also good research for our game against them next weekend as well. But yeah, very entertaining on this, and Herbert says his personality was probably what West Ham fans didn't like, but he gives everything up. His personality is irrelevant as far as I'm concerned, and anybody that understands football understands that there's a difference between a person and a footballer. A lot of people don't. Luke says he likes that training jacket we're wearing tonight. It's smart, mate. It really is. That dark blue shirt jacket is very, 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 very smart. Very smart. John says I'd love to see Jesse Lingard play for England again. Yeah, agreed completely. Maybe this is going to be the run out for him to play in the Euros in a few months' time. I have to wait and see, and of course we'll be talking about the game. We'll be talking about that game as and when it happens as well. The England qualifiers at the end of for the World Cup next year. We'll be covering those as well. Mitchell said I didn't know if Arsenal played well or Spurs played dreadful. Couldn't have Mourinho in charge of my team. So negative. Agreed. And that was half the problem, mate. There was hardly anything to talk about in the first half or the second half, bar the goals and a couple of little free kicks. That was it. There was hardly anything. Both teams were dreadful. They were not to their best in any shape or form. Herbert says catch her at half time. Hopefully Antonio does make a Lindelof a frisbee. Hopefully Antonio does make Lindelof a frisbee. That's not very nice to say about your own bloody player, mate. Luke says he'd buy that jacket for work, but the kids take the piss out of me for being a hammer. Not so much this season though. Totally understandable. Oh, doesn't make Lindelof a frisbee. Well, John says Song Heung-min might be injured for some time now. Yes, he pulled up. He pulled his hamstring in the game. So yeah, very 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 possible. So yeah, Man United are in a 4-2-3-1 formation. According to BBC, we are as well, but it's not in any shape or form. I don't know who's in charge of the BBC sports section, but they're idiots. So we should be the graphics coming up now. We should be seeing back three. Yep, it is a back three as I said. So we've got Dawson, Diop, and Creswell as the back three. Soufal and Johnson as the wing backs. That, as I said to Dennis at the West Ham way, because he was joined us on Garage Football, with Souček, Noble, and Rice in the middle as well. So it's a five in the midfield with Bowen and Antonio. So it's basically going to be 3-5-1-1. I'm guessing. I can't see Bowen being. Yeah, it is. It's 3-5-1-1 just. Mitchell says, "What year is that? Is the West Ham strip from?" This one is the 1980 FA Cup final shirt, mate, with the treble booking number 10 on the back, which is only came available May last year. It wasn't. This is the proper full retro. If you like it, Mitchell, you're more than welcome to click the 3 retro link down there, guys. Because who is the sponsor for the channel, because they're cheaper than the club, quite frankly. John says, "Who cares about Tottenham Hotspur and boring Jose Mourinho?" Evening, Mark. Hope you're right, mate. He says 5-0. I'm guessing he means West Ham rather than Man United. Rob says, poor selection. I'm going bald, scratching my head, wondering what his game plan is. Well, as I said, the game plan is play 3-5. Is to have 3 at the back with 2 wingers. But the boys are just taking the knee now. So once the game kicks off, then the scoreboard will kick off. There you go. Here we go. Game kick off. Mark, no idea what's happened with Fornals. No idea. I'm guessing possibly that he has been. Injured, but we'll have to wait and see, unfortunately. Kibez is looking at the team and squad options. Moyes is going for a draw. We'll have to wait. We'll have to find out, mate. But I can see your thinker behind that. I genuinely can. Got West Ham with the throw in already. So Creswell going to take the throw in. Turn the telly down a little bit. It's a little bit too loud still. I know you guys won't be able to hear it, but I never be too careful with these nowadays. So yeah, it's going to be an entertaining one, guys. Oh, what a surprise! What a surprise! What a surprise! Gary Neville's on the commentary once again. So an unbiased commentary once again, eh? Adam, good evening, mate. Hope you're right. You know I love a moan. This selection is frustrating to see. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, it's not the best of ideas. There's no argument. I don't understand what's happened to Ben Rama. I don't know what's happened to Fornals. Mark says, well, Fornals must be injured. Lingard can't play, so not many options for this one. Yeah, to a degree. To a degree, I agree with you, mate. To a degree. But I can see why Moyes is going for it, because he's flooding the midfield. As I said on many occasions, you know, the games are won and lost in the midfield. So to have a 5 in the midfield is a good move. It's a smart move. Fair. But yes, it could have been slightly better personnel choice. That's the thing. Maybe with a corner, better corner. I've seen him take for a while, and come on, how is that not a foul? Dawson fouled then. Brain sample, welcome, mate. Brain sample says Spurs were rubbish. Agreed. Mark says Dawson will win it for us. Let's have a look. And his shirt tug. Yeah. Dawson will win it for us, says Mark. John says, sorry to ask John, mate, but who is Gonzo? Gonzo is the man that runs Hammers Chat forum channel. Sheena, welcome. Hope you're right. He's also and also co-runs Hammers Chat himself, but Geo's pretty much runs Hammers Chat now, and Gonzo runs the Hammers Chat forum. He's a good bloke, and yeah, it doesn't you know, it's a horrible thing to see what he's going through at the moment. Adam says, the only thing I agree on, we should be more compact in defensive areas, because we were quite poor at times the other night. Yep, I agree. John, I'm not going to talk about it. If you want to know what's going on, watch my message video to him. We're trying to talk about the game here, mate. You know that. We talked about this last time. Please do watch the video. Trying to keep the conversation to the game because this is a watch along. Yeah. So it's a good save from Fabianski, but a little bit overcrowded in the mid in the box. But again, great run for sure, as I said in the preview. Daniel Duarte, welcome, mate. Hope you're all right. I am drinking Rattler Original Cider. Adam, let us know what, and you guys let me know what you're drinking as well, for that matter. Yeah, all right, Luke. Okay, sure, you're on the cherry aid. Rice has been injured. Mark's drinking coffee. Yeah, all right. Irish coffee. What's going on with Rice here? Let's have a look. So McTominay with the run. Rice intercepts it, and ooh, yeah. Sprained his ankle, I think, on the slide by the looks of things. Yeah. Yeah, not the best of challenges for McTominay. Adam said he's on the Stella. Thought you might be. So good to see Rice is up and running about. Essex Anglo-Saxon, welcome. 2-1 to us, hopefully. Come on, you irons. Good one. Yusuf, welcome, mate. A big one, this, innit? Not really. Not really. I mean, it is, but it isn't. For me, it's not. Because whatever happens this season, I'm happy. But it's a big game. Yeah. Yusuf's Arsenal won the London derby against Tottenham. Yep. I was on Garage Football for the watch along for that with Dennis as well from Cherry Beer in Morrison's is a great beer, says Luke. Have to try that, mate. Next time I'm around the Morrison's, nowhere near. There isn't one anywhere near me at the minute. I don't think there. I think Loughton's the closest one. I think, but I think that's Lidl now. Sure. So it's heartbreaking to see that we haven't beaten these guys since 2007 at Old Trafford. Heartbreaking. John says he's drinking old rosy cider. He says, "Oh well, I only thought you watched West Ham." Well, we're playing Arsenal with the next fixture, so I thought it'd be quite a good laugh to watch. It was good. It was good research. I only watch opposition. Um, like for example, I'll be watching Leicester's game next week, as well, for that matter, if it doesn't clash. Because it's good research to figure out what where the dangers areas are, where the areas we can exploit as well, for that matter. So yeah, but yeah, right. So we got a throw in now with Creswell. Mark says let's look good today. Well, I can't say, but I think the scoreline flattered them a little bit, mate. Fair, but I'll have to try and find the extended try and find the extended highlights of them. Luke says lots of rubberies up there, mate. Cup pie a year. Disallowed Anderson goal a couple of years ago. Yep, absolutely. Totally agree with you there, fella. Dominic, the man that caused us heartache in the FA Cup. Rashford on the run now. Good block from Diop then. Very good block. Back to Diop. So Sue foul on the ball now. Oh, oh. Mark said you must have been joking. Could have been 10 today. Well, I don't know. As I say, I only saw the highlights. I haven't watched the game, so I can't really say. Adam says, "Don't remind me with that." Anderson, one my girlfriend had to calm me down in the pub that day. Really? That surprises me. That surprises me no end, fella. He said you don't care, but I want it as a draw. I know you did, mate. But yeah, it was. It was good fun to watch the game with other guys. That's Bill asked me to come on, and I said yes, of course, obviously. And it was good. It was three Hammers fans watching it with one Arsenal fan. The London Derby, North London Derby, or the North Londinium Derbyus. Um. So yeah, it was interesting. Interesting. Good clearance. Very good clearance. I'd love to say who, but my stream's gone very fuzzy at the minute. So I hope you correct yourself. Yes, it is. Good. But I think that was Dawson that cleared that ball then. Yusuf says, nice kit by the way, Zuchi. Thanks, mate. This is a replica of the day I was born. Literally the day I was born. And I'm sure all those that are here will be rolling their eyes because they've heard me say it many, many times over the last 3 years I've had this channel. Luke says three hammers watching more than our podcast. You've been putting up some quality content, Luke. I've been really enjoying it, especially the conversation that you and Paul have had about the 99 to 2000, 99 to 2000. Oh, sorry, 90 was it 96 to 2000 players? 2010 players, I should say. Very good content. Very good content. Mason Green, we're passing it down. Fred, not the best of balls from him, to be fair. You said it is my favourite drinking mug. Yep, I do. Not every stream. It's only for the live watch-alongs. For the live chats, I use a normal glass. But for this, I've always done this with the watch-alongs. It holds a proper amount of alcohol, mate. But yeah, Luke. So what's your predictions for this game, mate? Be interesting to see and Youssef, what are your predictions for this game? Stream's buggering up again. It happens happens all the time, doesn't it? 7 o'clock, all the time. He says I need to watch the game, so I'll probably be lurking. I say 1-1, hopefully. Fair enough, mate. Yep, good shout. I probably will be, to be honest. And easily gathered by Fabianski then. Yeah, I'm 4 seconds ahead of the clock for some random reason, but that's how shit Sky are. Never do. Never, the clock never kicks in right from the kickoff. Never is. Creswell. Looks like the internet's sorted itself out now. Rice. Diop. Tufal. Bowen. I think that is. Rice. Oh, sorry, Sojak, I should say. Yeah. And it's out for a throw in. Adam says heart saying 1-0, head saying 2-1 United. So I'll go with my heart. Fair enough, Days. Fair enough. It's always good fun to know what's going on. Because at the end of the day, guys, heart always rules overhead. Always does, unfortunately. So where are we? Comedy. Good interception by Johnson then, and now Antonio. Go on, Mikey. Go on, son. Ball through. Try to find Suchek, but got intercepted. Not a bad idea, to be fair. Not a bad idea in any shape or form. Not bad. And now Greenwood. Diop stood his ground with him. Very good. Rice. Suchek. Noble, back to Socek. Noble. Not a bad idea to put it over to Creswell. It's a shame that Creswell wasn't awake to it. Rice. Luke says still need raw pace in the summer. It occupies and scares opposition. It does, Luke. But Luke, what's your prediction for this game? Or are you just going to sit in there and wait and see what happens, mate? Let us know. Maguire. Lindelof. Back to Maguire. No, he's going to pass it through to Fred. He should pass it to McTominay, but doesn't. He slips it out to over to who was that? Wan-Bissaka to James. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Oh, come on. No, but you could have intercepted that ball, to be fair. Could have intercepted that. Rashford. Wan-Bissaka. Creswell holding his hand. Nice to see you. Nice to see he cares about Rashford that much. Luke says 2-2. I've said it all week. However, I think it will be a fortunate 1-0 loss. Unfortunate 1-0 loss. Adam says, would be good to have a chat with you at some time point. Yeah. You know where I am, dear boy. You know where I am. Yeah, Fred just clipping the heels of Bowen then. He says, sorry, had me phone in my pocket. I'm walking back from my father-in-law's. Ah, man, happy Mother's Day to you and any other women that are watching the game, of course. Hope you've had a good day. Luke, is that why you're jumping on YouTube, mate? Because it's Mother's Day and you've been given a early access for a couple of hours, easy access, I should say, for a couple of hours. Antonio to Dawson. Oh, sorry, Souček. It was Noble to Souček. I should say. Honestly, my speech impediment. Johnson. I know a lot of people took a bit of umbrage with Johnson playing, but I like him. I think I think the kid's a talent. I genuinely do. Creswell going to take the throw in. Mike is asking for it on his head. Asked for it too long, unfortunately. Creswell, Johnson. Not the best of ideas there. But Noble's alive to it. Go on, Marky. Pass it over. That's it. Over to Foul. Back to Noble. Great space. Rice. Dawson. Rice. That up there. Can't really see who that is. Oh, yeah, it was Noble. Bowen. Dawson with a little pass to. United are sitting back, man. I wasn't expecting this. That's really our sitting back. I mean, with the exception of Greenwood, they're pretty much sitting back for the majority of this. Sheen says, thank you. I had my gift on Thursday. Adam says, Johnson's getting better. Absolutely. Bowen. Antonio. Rice going to gather. Yep, just on the halfway line. Creswell. Johnson. Nice from ball through to Antonio. That's ours. That's off. Yeah, exactly. Johnson's getting better. It's come along well over the past. So yeah, he has, man. He's a good. He is. He's a top player. He's got a lot of potential. I see. There is a player in there. 100%. 100%. Antonio. Diop. Foul. Nice try. Oh, Johnson. Keep it. That's it. Keeps it. Creswell. Deflection and. Oh! That was close. Gene says, how's our boys looking out there? Not too bad. It's both sides are looking pretty defensive, but at the same point, both sides are going for it when they're They got a bit of possession as well, so it's not too bad. Nice interception from Nobes there. Looks like there's a injury somewhere. Bowen's holding his arm. His shin. I think Mark says he thinks it's on his left ankle. Yeah, it's not the best of collisions. And see how he's fallen. Yeah, all his yeah. Yeah. Looks like you looks like you're right there, Mark. Yeah. Yeah, because all his weight's fallen on his ankle. Bless him. Yeah. So this is the thing. Just remind you guys of the subs. It's Martin, Trott, Balbuena, Alves, Coventry, Lanzini, Benrahma, and Odebeku. So would you guys bring on who would you guys bring on if Bowen can't continue? Which he should be able to run that off by the way by the looks of how he's walking around the pitch side. Well, so he's looking okay now, hard as nails. Yeah, yeah, he's looking fine. He should be all right. Just try and walk it off, and I don't know why he's going that way though. This is what happens. I hate with bloody 7 o'clock kickoffs, man. Always the internet always gets affected. Always gets affected. Um, Adam says it has to be Benrahma, but he'll run it off. Yeah, he will, 100%. Maybe Benrahma at half time. Mark says, anyone want a cup of tea while he's making them? Yes, mate. NATO special, please. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Over to Shaw. Nice interception from Rice then. Read the ball perfectly. What is he doing with it though? Bam. Go on, Sufal. So to be honest with you guys, for the last 20 minutes, it's gone pretty quick, to be fair. It's gone pretty quick. Sufal with the throw-in. Eventually. Come on. Intercepted. Maguire. Sorry, Lindelof, I should say. Now that's Maguire, I think. Sorry, Fernandez. Wan-Bissaka. Tomine. The heartbreaker. Shaw. Rashford. Back to Shaw. Very good. Ooh. Socek. Very good block from him there. Very good block. KB says, yes, it's gone pretty quick, but only in our half. I mean, because we're pretty much coming up to the halfway through the first half now, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Ball in, corner taken. Ball cleared by Diop. Bumping around a little bit, but Socek played well. Man United still in possession. Ball into the box next once again. Bresswell headers out. Johnson clears. Not been too bad. It's not been too bad this game so far. Wan-Bissaka. Now from Maguire to Fred. Lindelof. Back to Maguire. Back to Lindelof. Rashford. Come on, just show something. Well, good, great, great clearance from Dawson. Then right in the right position at the right time as usual. Ball given away by Rice. Oh, come on, West Ham, wake up a little bit. That's it. Yeah, the spacing is bunched up, but there's space in there at the same time, and Creswell's done well to cover that. But yeah, so that's a little bit worrying, to be honest with you. That I'm worried about. I don't want to bloody watch Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer playing with his iPod, his iPad or touchscreen, whatever the hell he's playing with. Here you go. So Creswell taking the throw in, and it breaks down. Fernandez running over to Rashford. Couldn't even touch it. Couldn't even touch it. Mark, there was no, he wasn't. It was nowhere. It looks like he was nowhere near it. To be honest with you, mate, it looks like he was absolutely nowhere near it. Have a look. Look at the replay. So yeah, Fernand ball through. Does he touch it? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. So it's a good ball from Greenwood, to be fair. But yeah, he knows he's fucked up. Adam says the shape we are playing will invite them on, and we need to counter attack quickly to benefit from it. But without any pace in Lingard and Benrahma, I'm not sure how this will work. Exactly, mate. It's going to be touch and go to a degree. Maguire's down in the centre circle. Not really sure how. Uh, we did, Mark. Absolutely, we got away with one completely. That was 1-0. Bam. No, I can't see anything. Let's just see in the replay. I can't see anything that too bad. With Maguire on Ogbonna. Ogbonna. What am I talking about? Antonio, I think, by the looks of it. I mean, yes, there's contact, and yes, it's not the best of things, but it's its own problem. But this is the way football is nowadays. So yeah, yeah. I mean, he's clearly injured himself. Bless him. But yeah. So guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please do hit the like button. And please do subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, there's only 8 people watching, so I'm guessing the majority of you guys are the ones that are watching anyway. But if there is anybody new that is watching, then by all means, please do subscribe. It'd be nice to try and get the count up a little bit higher. Yeah, so Maguire's just walking off now. Francis Elba, welcome. Johnson question mark? I'm not sure. It to be honest with you, I couldn't tell, mate. I mean, have a look at this now. It's Antonio. Yeah, it's just Antonio with his arm up like that, and it's not intentional in any. It's certainly not the stupid thing that Lamella did earlier, get himself sent off. Dozy dick. Right, so free kick given. Rice. Yeah, Maguire's back on the ball now. Bowen. Creswell. Tomine. Maguire. Shaw. Berry. Come on, just run in. Don't show so much respect, West Ham. Get in there. Look at this space, man. Just giving Man United so much space. Sitting. I mean, it's understandable to a degree, but at the same point, just show some effort, West Ham. Come on. Not vintage in any shape or form, this. Allowing them with the lion's share of the possession. Come on. Good clearance there from Creswell. Just all Man United at the minute because we're just standing around waiting for them to do something. Oh, it's doing my head in. Come on, there we go. Noble gives away the corner. Right, so corner to come in. Headed out by Creswell. Too foul. But Socek, I should say. Oh no, it was too foul. Lindelof on the ball now. Fred. Come on. So that's what I mean. Just standing around waiting for something to happen. Just intercept. Rob says, sorry to say this, JP, but this is so unfair on us fans. Picking a team to park the bus and hit on the brake is a joke. Attack is the best form of defence. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying the last few minutes, man. We need to be doing stuff more. The effort is there. The system is too negative. Welcome, Gary. Hope you're right, mate. But they're just standing around, just waiting for something to happen. It's like, oh, there's a ball. You know, that's what I'm taking umbrage with. And you can't say that's not happening in any shape or form. You look at this, right? The only person that went for that ball just then was Rice. Everyone else was just running into their position. Zonal marking. Almost zonal marking. When there's nobody to mark. Just getting into their positions. I'm not happy with this. We've got quarter of an hour plus whatever stoppage time is going to be. We need to be shown a bit more. I mean, personally, I think it's probably going to be about 2 or 3 minutes already. With extra time. Got another corner from to see the replay of it. We can see a replay. No, okay. But this is the worrying thing. See what. Very unusual. Very unusual. Corner taken and cleared out by by Diop. Then Fred. So Gary, give me your predictions, mate. What do you reckon is going to happen in this game? Let us know. Greenwood. Adam says, the thing I don't understand is why we went to the Etihad, played aggressively, nearly came away with something, but against United we set up too deep and invite them on. Agreed. Absolutely, mate. It baffles me. It really does baffle me. This performance is nowhere near good enough. We've actually got the ball now for a change. What are we going to do with it? Antonio's offside. How's Antonio offside there? Lamb Cuckoo or I am Cuckoo. Watching the wrong game, mate. There's no Messi on the pitch. Well, thank you for joining. Yeah, even bloody Gary Neville saying West Ham are better than this. So if he can bloody see it, I'm sure everyone else can. I got to disagree with you there, Gary, to a degree. This lack of tempo, mate, it's got nothing to do with Noble. It's just effort it's just the ability in general of the side so far. As I say, so far, I can't think of any decent chance. Can't think of anything decent so far. Kabir, as well as 25% possession at Old Trafford is totally understandable. It's what you do with the ball, or what you do off the ball, for that matter, and what we're doing off the ball is nowhere near as good. Is nowhere near as good as we're doing without the ball. This is Rice. not reading the game properly. Fortunately, a bit of a mistake from in there. Rashford, Soufal standing them up. Rashford slips over completely and still has time to get up and keep possession. Honestly, McTominay now. Get there, Diop. Get there. Dawson clears it instead. Untrue. Unreal. Come on, Fred. McTominay very well blocked by Rice. Then very well blocked. Antonio on the ball, getting a bit of hassle from Maguire. Other way round, that's a free kick. And Rashford fouls Antonio. So Wan-Bissaka, I should say, and gets booked as a result. I mean, having a bit of a laugh about it and stuff, which is good to see. I genuinely do love seeing players just, having a saying, yeah, all right, mate, it's fine. I don't, but if Lindelof, honestly, if Antonio was holding Lindelof off like that, that's a free kick to Man United. Sorry, guys, just stretching my legs. Sorry for the camera shake. Stretching my legs. So Creswell going to take the free kick. Can you do a decent ball up to the box? We'll have to wait and see. Rob says enough is enough. Sorry, but Noble off and get back to the midfield that attacks. This is a must if we are serious about top four. But although I agree with you there, Robs, to a certain degree, yeah, we're missing the player that drives the mid has been driving the midfield since January. Helping drive the midfield since January is uneligible to play. So, but yes, I know where you're coming from. Paul Arrington, welcome, mate. Bet you're buzzing with the North London derby result. Massive respect for the sensible football that Moyes has brought to the team, but this is neither sensible nor football. Agreed. Absolutely, completely agree with you, mate. It's as whoever it was that called it earlier. It is down to it is set up for a draw. I think Rob said it was set up for a draw. So straight through the midfield, completely through. Rashford, so much time. It looks like there's a touch of Dawson and a touch from Fabianski there. Let's have a look at the replay. Look. Whoa. Slightest. No, nothing from Dawson. And yeah, great save from Fabianski. Put it on the post there. Great save. Brain says, yeah, Mark says, brilliant save from Fabianski. Fantastic. Corner taken. Again. Creswell boots it out for a Man United throw and said, Brain Thomas says, Fabianski too slow getting the ball out. Mate, I disagree on that. That save. I mean, I don't know what part of the game you're looking at, mate, but if there's that save, I wouldn't say that was slow at all. Fred. Squire. Sure. Mark says, I'm going to pause this to be on your time. You're a year behind, John. Well, as you know, mate, I don't have Sky here, so I'm using Now TV, and there's always a delay with streams anyway. So, Francis says, so the plan is to first concede and then start playing. I don't even think it's that far ahead, mate, to be fair. I really don't think it is. I don't think that's the thought. Essex and Anglo-Saxon 0-0 at half-time would be okay at the moment. Absolutely would be. I mean, let's not forget, guys. We've got other games that we can pick up points to try and get us into the top six, secure us into the top six positions. So it doesn't all rest on this game. This isn't the last game of the season. Let's remember that. Yeah, let's have a bit of perspective on this. McTominay, ball in from Fernandez. Rashford straight at Fabianski. I mean, Mark, that's half the reason why this here is here, so you know exactly where I am in the game. Even though I am 10 seconds ahead of this for some strange random reason. Now looks like Wemba's like Fred's been injured. Let's have a look. Oh, come on, that's 50-50. That's a 50-50. Get up, you prick. It is a West Ham throw-in. It's right. Let me just pause this a sec so I can get it up in time with where I am. This is doing my head in. Yeah. Right. But yeah, it was a good attempt though. To be fair, nice throw, but Bowen's just a little bit too slow for that, sadly. Paul says have got to get some pace into that midfield. If Rice is carrying a knock, swap him out for Ben Rama and move Noble back. Otherwise, straight Noble for Ben Rama. Nobes has done his job. Now attack. That's yep. I would agree with that at half time, mate. Completely. Gary says Moyes will be happy if it's like this at half time. No changes at this rate. I see the point for both sides. I genuinely do. It's now TV. Honestly, I tell you, 7 o'clock, man. The BT goes mental at 7. Stream keeps pausing for like half a second. I don't know why. It's perfectly working perfectly fine. I mean, there's no issue for me with this broadcast either, for that matter. So yeah, I mean, anyway, blah blah blah. Here is this so far. Man United 8 goal attempts, West Ham 0 goal attempts. Yeah, agreed. I mean, it's the shame. It is a shame that that's the case. But as I say, this isn't a be all end. This isn't the end of the season. You know, we've got more and more. We've got loads of other fixtures, I should say, that will we can get decent points from. But I agree with you, Paul, completely. What did I- Brain says Moyes would be even happy with a 1-0 at half time. But it has been very sloppy, and we've made Man United look better than they've actually been playing because we've had sloppy passes. You think it was us that was playing in Europe the way the other night the way this performance has been going. Adam, you're absolutely right. This is a painful watch. I trust the process, but at least try and score. That's what I'm saying. It's sloppy football, mate. It is genuinely sloppy football. Just too much respect. Not going in for a challenge quick enough. So I'm guessing probably 2 or 3 minutes of extra time. Adam says exactly what mirrors exactly what I've just said. The United side only played 3 days ago. We have fresh legs, for fuck's sake. Exactly agreed. The ball through to Bowen. Nice run from him, to be fair. Get the ball in quick. Too slow. Too slow. Man United in possession. So again, it looks like we're going into the Man United half time at 0-0 for the third game in a Oh, so we warmed up. So the second game in a row, because obviously it was 0-0 at half time at the FA Cup. And then obviously, the game before that, we were 1-0 up at half time. Rick says 3 minutes extra time. Sounds about right. Pretty much what I predicted on here. But the clock won't. Update it. We'll have to wait and see. Find out in 80 odd seconds. Well, 100 seconds really, but now. But Bowen deflection off Sue Fowl, I think, off his head by the looks of it. This is what I'm saying. The players just not reading the game. Sue Fowl should have ducked. Sue Fowl should have known that Bowen was going to take that, do that kick, but he didn't, and hit his head and says, "I'll take 0-0 at half time because this is probably the game plan, very much so." Right, so see what I mean? With all this respect, I mean, fucking Lindelof's got enough time on the ball to make that run. Essex is saying what I'm saying. We always give them too much respect. We are better than this. Agreed. I mean, even Neville said early in the commentary that West Ham are better than this. Paul says Adam just blah, 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 blah. I'll let you two have those conversations. But it's a good point there, Mark. That's a good point there, Paul. Gary says we do wake up in the second half. Could have a 2-1, 2-0 to us. I doubt it, mate. I can't see it, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Wan-Bissaka, Johnson, Rashford, McTominay, Fred, Lindelof back, Fred. Luke Shaw with a good ball in, to be fair. Honestly. And says in the home game we took the game to them and got done in a shit referee decision. Yeah, the ball out. It wasn't just that. We switched off in the second half, mate. We switched off. We switched off for 2 periods of 5 or 6 minutes, and we got punished in both sets of 5 or 6 minutes. 2 minutes of extra time. So you were close. We were close there, Rick. And free kick to Man United. Mark says we'll take this in the second half. I can feel it in my bones. Francis says can only hope for a better second half. Yeah, it certainly seems that way, mate. Completely. We've got just over a minute left of the extra time, so let's see what happens. But yeah, it looks like we're going into the half time. Oh, that reminds me. Thank you for reminding me, guys. Mucho appreciato. Come on. Come on. Come on, Camber. Wake up. Rob says, sorry to say this, but if Noble had any morals, he would say no to the gaffer and tell him to play the best 11. Seems like you got quite a bit of an agenda there, mate. Man United has a better away record than at home. All the more for us to attack and bring the game to them. Absolutely agree, Kabir. Says, but that effectively changed the game though. It wasn't a tactic problem. It was a dodgy decision, which in the end cost us. Yep. Well, the dodgy decision didn't really cost us because we lost that game anyway, regardless of what would have happened. This on the other hand is a tactic issue. Agreed. Paul says shame because as a number of you have said already, we can produce better football than this, and it makes the team look a bit stupid, stroke weak. Yep. Rich says, yeah, come on, West Ham, let's go. Let's get the glad half time with a 0-0. What are you saying? Bloody glad. But yeah, no, I mean it was predictable to a degree. It was predictable. But I do genuinely think that as I've been saying throughout this whole broadcast, this isn't the last game of the season. there are other sides where we get points from. So I'm not that worried about it, but at the same time, I want us to go and see. I want us to have a bit more grit. I want to see have a bit more fight. I want us to see have a bit more passion in there, because there's not enough. There's not enough. I'm sorry, but it is. I mean, but there are things in there that just I don't know. I don't get. It's hard to describe it. It genuinely is. Brain says, as a neutral, I just watch Spurs sit back first half, and it's not a good look for fans. Exactly. Um, Paul says, I'll be glad when it's half time if this carries on. It's just finished at half time now. Mark says, John, can you turn your mic up just a wee hair, please? Not as loud as usual. Yeah, I know, because I'm trying. I'm struggling with trying to get the right position. Does that sound a bit better for you, Mark? If not, turn your hearing aid up, son. But yeah, it's where are we? Hang on. But yeah, so again, we go in at half time, and better now. Good. You turned it up to T. Now you're hearing aid, did you? Yeah. Herbert says we'll never understand how Dan James became a professional footballer. To be honest with you, mate, I think that's a bit harsh. I actually quite like him. I think he's a good player, but I know what you mean at the same point. So guys, it's half time. I'm gonna go and top my beer up. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Right, guys. The guys are coming back onto the pitch now. So the second half is going to kick off any second. So, Rob, I'm not being disrespectful, mate, but it is. That's the situation that everybody seems to point the finger at Noble without actually looking at what's going on around him. So I'm not saying you're doing that in any shape or form, and I respect what you're saying. But as I say, I genuinely think it's harsh to blame Noble for when other players aren't playing just as well. So second half is about to kick off pretty much now. I'm looking. Yep. So neither substitutions at half time. There you go. Second half kicked off. Essex Anglo-Saxon says, "Come on, you wines. Let's pick it up in the second half." My Cornish mank is winding me up that it's the same as the cup game. Unfortunately, he's right. Absolutely, yeah, completely agree. I hate to say it, man, but he's absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. The Haagen-Dazs coaster. I mean, we honestly, I don't think there's anybody that's watching this or anyone that's watching the game for that matter that wouldn't take a point at Man United. But as it always is, it's how we get there that's half the issue. Rice. So we've got Dawson. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just exactly what Neville was just saying. I'm trying to, because we look like we've gone to a back four now by the looks of things. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I have to try and figure things out. I mean, Antonio should be running should be running for the ball here, but he's not. It's just absolutely static, and this is what I'm talking about. Just static football. And it's worrying from that. It's worrying from that side of things. Creswell with a mistake, and fortunately that wasn't the best of ball for James. So we're it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. So guys, what would you make? Would you have made any changes at half time? I mean, I can understand. I always say this: the first 10-15 minutes of any game is very much like a boxing match. That you're playing. Mark says Johnson is playing it right back now. That's interesting. Soufal and Johnson swapped over by the looks of things. No, right wing. But yeah, so gone to strange. But the first 10-15 minutes is very much a sparring match, and the North London derby was a prime example of that. Trying to expose areas of risk in every shape or form. And Eunice, welcome back, mate. Haven't seen you for a while. How do I become a West Ham fan? Need some sheltering until Jose leaves my club. Oh dear. I like that. That's good. But be careful, Eunice, because there are other Spurs supporters watching this. Just be careful. But yeah, no, I always say the first 10-15 minutes of any first half is very much like a boxing match. You just checking each other for weaknesses, seeing where the areas that you can exploit, and that's why we've gone in 0-0 at half time. What the hell's that? Hang on, where are we? Is that just my phone? Yeah, it's my phone. Eunice says, yeah, I know it's just banter, mate. I know it's all good. It's all good, mate. I hope you're keeping all right. Yusuf, welcome back, mate. Good morning, Kieran. Hope you're all right, fella. Was it 7:30 in the morning? How are you feeling, Kieran? Eunice says, I bet you're happy we lost today. Yeah, I watched the whole. I was a guest on Garage Football for their watch along. It was three West Ham fans, one Arsenal fan, and it's a capitulation, mate. I mean, what on earth was Lamella thinking? Honestly, um, good goals. Two of the three that were scored could have been. I still maintain could have been scored. Could have been saved, but you never know. Yusef is saying 0-0 for this game is great, but not perfect because both of you will get champions. Will get CS. Hey, what's that? What's CS? Yusef, we don't talk in initials here, mate. Just plain simple English. Jeremy, good evening, mate. Streaming the game not great here. They're 2 minutes behind the game too. Uh, Clean sheet. Okay, we both get a clean sheet. Yeah, which is not necessarily a bad thing, mate. I know you from a Chelsea perspective, you want this to be a draw or a West Ham loss to keep that 3 point lead that you guys have got over us as it stands at the minute. I mean, obviously it's going to be a little bit lower than that. It's going to be 2 points as it stands at the minute. But we've got a game. We've got a game in hand over you as well. So you never know what's going to happen. You never know. So passing it back as usual. Noble over to Dawson. Over to Diop. Socek. Foul. Johnson. I think Johnson out on the right wing's probably a better idea, to be fair. Sheen, what do you mean, where's me? I'm here. What are you on about? Uh, yeah, I've always been here. Crazy woman. Crazy lady. Crazy lady. Eunice says Lemon from zero to so I'm hero to zero real quick, but also we have Agent Doherty at the back who's an Arsenal fan. Also Sanchez OFC, not really sure what that is. As a masterclass performance plus Jose Ball recipe to disaster. I think yeah, Sanchez was one of the good players out there today, mate. Totally agree. Jamie's. Oh, that was close. So you found the best of clearances, but you had to do something. Let's have a look at the replay here. Yeah, Dawson should have cleared it. But if, to be fair, if Dawson had done it, there's a very, very good chance that could have been in the back of the net. That's an own goal. So I can see why Dawson didn't touch it, to be fair. There we go. Corner, let's go. McTominay once again. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one. Sorry, guys. Let's have a look, actually. Let's have a look. Replay, where are we? It's a Dawson own goal. That's a real shame. It's a real, real shame. If it has been appreciated as, yeah, 53 minutes, yeah. Kabir says it was coming. It was. Where are we? Everyone on the pitch was shocking apart from Lamella and Lucas. Blah blah. Yeah, okay. Francis, well done for Johnson for leaving Rashford unmarked. Needed a corner. Yeah. Paul says you might just as well have posted your watch along of the cup game. No one would have noticed the difference. It's a fair point. Mark needs holding. Bless him. Rashford. Very well blocked, but still. So maybe this might give Moyes the bit of a boost that he needs to try and sort something out. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, of course. But that's disappointing. That's disappointing. Goal kick. Exactly, Paul. Definition of madness. Doing exactly the same thing repeatedly and expecting a different result. Spot on. That's That's oh, you know what I'm talking about. Kieran said had a fiver for Dawson to score, so all good. Adam's livid, totally in there, totally agreed. Essex says very true. Einstein theory of madness. Sorry, Einstein's definition of insanity: doing the same thing in the same way and expecting different results. So, Rice. Associate back to Rice. Antonio. There we go. See, why can't we do this in the first half? That's going out for a corner. Surely it's going out for a corner. See, this is what happened with Spurs, right? They went down to 10 men with 10 minutes to go, or however long it was, and became the better team. We've now, and as I think Paul said it earlier, we've conceded, and now we're going for it. Unbelievable. And Adam says, type the same thing. Why does it take a goal to go? Take a goal down to make tactical changes, do it before the goal. Agreed. Should have done it at half time, mate. Ball in from Dawson. Bowen. Cleared by Maguire. Ball in back in Johnson, but a little bit too ambitious. It's out for a goal kick, I think. Yeah, it's out for a goal kick. Eunice says, JP, would you say that West Ham are overachieving this season? 100%. If you were to go back at the very start, where would you have predicted West Ham going to finish and where hoping to finish? Mate, I said when the fixtures came out, it just looks like Lanzini and Benrahma are going to come on for possibly Noble and Bowen, maybe? I have to wait and see. I said we'd pick up no more than 37 points when the fixtures came out. Boy, was I wrong. I predicted us being in a relegation scrap. Everybody predicted us being in a relegation scrap, as the way things stood at the way things were going. So now the ball's out of play. We should now get the double substitution. So this would be interesting. No, all right, maybe not. Not ready for the sub yet. Bowen. Oh. Francis, you're absolutely right, mate. Why concede first and then do the changes? It was so evident for a whole 45 minutes. Absolutely, mate. Totally agree. Totally agree. Let's have a look. Where are we? Have a look at this foul on. He clears the ball, but that's a penalty. I'm sorry, that's a penalty. If old matey the thingy Bob gets booked for clearing the ball and yet the follow through. I can only do what Now TV let me see. I'm afraid I can't get it any further forward. Sadly. Sheena, as you know, the only time that I'm ahead of you guys is with you is either BT or Amazon. As it said, I put a 10th in our pub prediction, but I put Liverpool top. Screwed that one out, ain't you, mate? Eunice says, honestly, I think if you guys drop down the table, I see you sneaking into the Conference League spot. What? Conference League? You mean Europa League? Or this stupid Europa Conference League? If we end up winning Europa, we'll don't finish 6th. I think you can win it. Oh, good save from Fabianski there from a shot from Fernandez. Very, very good save. Jeremy, the reason why we have 2 goalkeepers on the bench is because of all the other reasons of every other game we've had 2 goalkeepers on the bench is the fact that we haven't got enough people to fill the bench. That's why we've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench. It's a real irritation. This is why we've all been saying all season, regardless of how well we've been doing. How go on, Antonio, go on, son. Pass it. Too late. This is my bad. I rewound you without knowing. Right, you cheeky mare. I'm going to take off the enable DVR on it. No, I'm not going to because that's. You on the wine already? Brain says Antonio shoot. Well, to be honest with you, mate, he should have passed it beforehand. He should have passed it to Socek. He was in a prime example, but he was holding on for too long. That's what I was saying. Pass it. Too late. The Noble coming off, so Robs will be happy with that. And the Noble and Johnson off, and Benrahma and Lanzini on. So I think Johnson's been hard done by in that. It's a tactical change. The tactical change, I know, but it's not a bad idea, to be honest with you. Benrahma should have started this game straight off. Moyes got it wrong. Sorry, but Moyes got his tactics wrong with this. I said it's not a bad side, and it wasn't a bad side. It's just the fact that the application of it. Eunice says, but I don't see West Ham surviving in Europa League for long, especially citing the fact that major clubs are in there like Napoli, Leverkusen, Frankfurt, who are all quality. I'd like to see West Ham make it. Me too, mate. But what I was saying, going back with Jeremy about the 2 goalkeepers on the bench, we haven't got a squad big enough for the Premier League, much less having a Europa push. And as much, don't get me wrong, as much as I want to see us in Europe next season, we're going to crash out very, very quickly. And then people will be going, "Oh, we haven't," because we won't spend enough. As I said on the weekly live chat on Wednesday, West Ham a £283 million loss from last season. So they're not going to spend big. And this is the shame. You can see it coming. I said when I was on I can't remember who I was talking to about, but we were asking about how many. I think it was the 3 Hammers the other week. Saying that if we're going to have a European push, we need 13, 14 players in. It's just not going to happen. Mark says, if Rangers are in the last 16 2 years in a row, why can't we do that? 200. It's 2 totally different sides, mate. 2 totally different leagues. 2 totally different leagues. Rangers would get relegated out of the Premier League. I don't care that they've run. Oh, Bowen! Those. But Kabir, yes, absolutely, mate. What a chance. There we go. Lanzini and Benrahma on, and we're playing better football. I mean, yes, he's miles off. Miles off. But anyway. But yeah, no, have a look on the, watch the, after this, mate, watch the Wednesday's live chat and this week's live chat. It's not good. I mean, I spread through the accounts, and Knees Up Mother Brown did a really, really good hour-long stream with an accountant going on about it as well, but we're all in the same thing. Mark, I know you've just said that. But but that's what I'm saying, mate. It's just the fact that the league's different, right? It's not as fast paced as the Premier League, and they have a bigger squad than we do. Paul says we're not playing. We're not only playing better football, JP. We're playing football. Agreed. This is what happens when you put attacking players on that Ben Rama should have started. Ewan says that's why I said Conference League, because you'd be facing teams who are on the same level as you from other leagues. I think you would be able to handle them and wing it across the. Well, the Conference League hasn't even started yet, mate. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, of course. Because it's all conjecture at this point. It hasn't actually been confirmed that that's going to be the case. Because if it is, then you're going to have seventh and eighth place to go into the conference place. Fernandez. It's not a foul on Fernandez in any shape or form, and I don't know what Man United are complaining about. He's a goalkeeper. He's there. He's there for a. He's a goalkeeper. That's his job. Of course, Fernandez is all right. He ran clattering into Fabianski. It was not the other way around. Now this would be interesting. Now this is gonna be very, very worrying, guys. This is gonna be very, very worrying. Hopefully Fabianski's gonna be all right to make the entire performance. Because let's not forget, we've only got one more substitution to make. If Fabianski can't complete it, we're screwed. Because we've got Martin or Trot in goal. With no other attacking options to be available. So I'm hoping he's going to be all right, of course, like everybody else is hoping. I know a lot of you guys are sitting there like that, and I'm sure. All right, so McTominay, Fernandez, Rashford, Shaw, Fernandez, Rashford. Yeah, Francis, he does. It looks like he's okay, but we'll have to wait and see. Rob says, I don't mind losing, but it was 90 minutes against 30. You mean 45? He's only really started playing football since Ben Rama and Lanzini came on. Hello, Paris. Hope you're right, mate. Your comments come through on the YouTube, but not here. We go. Boom. What are your thoughts on this, Paris? Us being 1-0 down at Man United. Bowen. Come on. Creswell. I was like, Ben Rama should say so. They got the same boots. Ben Rama thinking that Antonio was about 5 yards further ahead than he actually was. Mm-hmm. Paris says too defensive, better since Lanzini Benarana came on. Goal woke us up. 100% agreed. Totally agree with you there, fella. Internet's working perfectly fine now. Good. Once I did the reset the telly. Paris, you're absolutely spot on, mate. We are missing 4 nails tonight. Rob says no, they have just got back to normality with 30 minutes to go. All right, fair enough. Yep. But yes, Paris. That's the thing. It should have been 4-0. I don't know why. It's not even in the squad. I don't think. Double check the. Where are we? Yeah, it's not. He's not even on the bench. So something's must. He's and this just shows, right. You take 4-0 out of the midfield, and it just shows how much hard work he puts in. How much hard work he puts in. So Luke Shaw on the ball, passing it back to Maguire. Gibbs is 4-0 out with an injury. I haven't seen anything like that, but it could be. Maybe that's why. Maybe he was supposed to be in the starting 11, and he picked up an injury, which is why we've got Trott and Martin on the bench. Maybe that's why. Normally, when we have two goalkeepers on the pitch, on the bench, it does mean on the pitch. I wish. It does mean that there's an injury somewhere. Paris has picked up a knock in training. Yeah, fair enough. Have to see what Moy says after the game. In Paris midweek. Well, I looked at everything and there was nothing from Moyes to say there was an injuries, but there was selective stuff. So we'll have to wait and see, of course. But it's literally the website that I use doesn't say that in any shape or form, but you never know. But I'm not saying it's not wrong. I'm not saying that's wrong in any shape or form. I mean, it make complete sense. But there's nothing. There's nothing that's popped up. Rob, I agree with you, mate. It's again we had that 5 minutes of attacking, and now all of a sudden we're sitting back again. Jesus Christ, that was risky. Dawson, what on earth are you thinking about? John says there's still a chance of us getting something from this game. Dawson, I think this is probably fair to say this is probably the worst performance we've seen from Dawson. He's made some mistakes, and twice we've been out. He's been able to get away with them. It's worrying. Benrahma through to Lanzini. Rice back to Lanzini. Sufal. Oh, corner. No. Goes out for a free kick. Goes out for a throw instead. Paris has agreed. Not Dawson's best game. He's looked a bit shaky, to be honest. Looked a bit shaky. I'm not sure why. Sufal with a throw in. Bit ambitious, but well recovered from Benrahma there. Lanzini. Rice. Johnson. Oh no, Diop, I should say. Nice little interplays there. Lanzini. Socek. Oh, no, sorry, Bowen. Always get those two mixed up because they've got the same haircuts. Oh, Diop's lost the ball. James on the counter attack. Diop, Rice, get in there. Yeah, that was worrying. That was really, really fucking worrying. Then the guys, what would you make any substitutions now? We're coming up to the 74th, 75th minute. Would you make would you make one final substitution? And if so, for whom? Let us know because I can't think of anybody. I generally can't think of anybody that's going to put some graft into this game, put some pep into it. I can't. I genuinely can't. Antonio wrestles two players and gets fouled, and apparently is still play on. Apparently, according to the referee. Thanks, ref. Thanks, Atkinson. Marxist Lingard on the wing. That'd be nice. Adam says, just chuck Odebeku on for Bowen and got a 4-4-2, nothing to lose. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. We've gone 4-4-2-3-1 at the minute. John's asks, I just wanted to know what does COY mean. It means COYI means come on you irons. The English equivalent of Hoay the lads. Or Hoay the tune. It's the same thing. So foul to Antonio. And so far was injured by Rashford. Nice for that, thank you. Paul says, to be honest, that was a classic example of why Moyes doesn't trust this team to play attacking football for the whole 90 minutes. Against a strong counter-attacking teams, it is high risk. It's not high risk. I know what you mean, mate. I know where you're going with it, son. I genuinely do. But it's Moyes shouldn't think that way. He genuinely shouldn't think that way. But he does. And that's half the issue. So look at the replay. So yeah. Studs up, man. Studs up. John, you'll see it on. I know this is probably the only watch-alongs that you watch, but you'll see if you're on Twitter or Facebook, whatever, you'll see Spurs supporters do the same things. COYS. Neville talking about Boogers tackling him. Essex, you're absolutely right, mate. When we sit back, we lose. Great. Might be able to get a point out of this, but it's a free hit at the end of the day, guys. As I said, they're aiming for. I said they're aiming for top four. Doesn't mean they're going to achieve top fours. It's totally different. Two totally different things. Fernandez or Greenwood, sorry, and it hits the left hand post. Thanks, John. But I say, if you're on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and you know any Spurs supporters, then you'll see the same thing. Creswell, Rice, he's looking pissed off. Lanzini, see Rice's body language, man. He's angry. He is angry. Yeah. See the way you can see by the way he's kicking. He's not happy. We foul. Bowen. Diop. Rice. Creswell. That's why Ben Rama. John, what do you mean by anything? Antonio's been involved in quite a fair bit. He just hasn't been in the shooting position. McTominay now. He goes out for a West Ham throw-in. I wonder actually. He's going to go off topic a little bit, guys. Thanks. You won't notice anything, but I'll do it another time. Now's not the time. I want to try something, but Ben Rama on the attack coming at the box. Oh! There's done more there. Counter attack now. 1-on-1. Should have been, but Diop. No, safety football from Greenwood then, I think, by the looks of things. Short. Lindelof. McTominay. Back to Lindelof. Over to Maguire. McTominay again. Fred from Wan-Bissaka passes it there and then. Shaw with so much space. Zonal marking once again. Nobody going for an interception in any shape or form. Greenwood. Rashford. Spacing. There we go. Sufal put it out for a corner. Again. How many bloody corners have Man United had now? Honestly. Let's have a look at the stats. Where are we? Well, it's not showing it. Let's make a change. But yeah, I'm guessing they've had like 10, 9 or 10 corners to Man United now. Fernandes with the corner. Punch out from Fabianski. Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Shaw. Fernandes. Goes out for a goal kick. Honestly, guys. I was expecting better than this, to be fair. I know we all were. We were expecting better football than this. I mean, we've hardly done anything. Tomine. Sure. Kabir's just six corners. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. It felt like more. It genuinely felt like more. Well, 5 corners got this. Lanzini. Ah. Essex says, disappointed. Yeah, we all are, fella. Rob says, sorry, but Moyes killed the team tonight. Yeah. John says, West Ham just having an off day tonight and missing Lingard. Yeah, it's a fair point. Paul says, nothing to lose by throwing everything at it the last 10 minutes now to make up the negative of the first hour. Spot on. Mark says, night like this just highlight the lack of depth in our squad. And, yep, lack of strength and in depth as well as numbers of depth as well. And Bo Hatster even. Really? Belinda Cleaner. Says, you seem so happy tonight, John. I love your haircut. Thank you. I'm not happy in any shape or form. But as Essex is literally just about to say what I was about to say. We need to bounce back again. Yes, we do. I mean, I'm happy because we're having a great season, but individual for this performance, nah. So yeah, it's Man United have had 4 shots on target from their 15, 6 corners and 9 fouls, 62% possession. We've had 7 shots and 0 on target. Kabir says 611 passes to 287 passes. Yeah. Youssef, good night, mate. I hope you got your homework done. Ignore the super chat that's about to come up. It's not really all that. For some random reason, Streamlabs OBS is going around what happened last week or a couple of weeks ago. Belinda says, John, where can you get that shirt? You can get it in the link, the sponsor link in the description. John says, I bet you were a bit pissed off with the game tonight. I am, to be honest with you, mate. It's not what I was expecting. It's not the football. Andy didn't, because Andy's not here tonight, as we all know. So ignore what's just come up. Ignore what's come up here. But yeah, it's yeah, I was expecting a better performance. I wasn't expecting a better score result, to be honest with you. I was expecting a better result, better performance. That's last week. That's from Wednesday. Francis said the only positive thing in this game is that we managed to score from an own goal. Exactly. If that hadn't happened, this is a 0-0. But that's the way football works. No need for that. No need for that in any shape or form. Brainstorm says we need West Ham. West Ham need massive investment. They make European football, but like you said, they won't get big players in. We don't need big players; we just need decent players. There's big difference. Big difference. West Ham could be up there in the Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, London clubs. Yeah, we could though if we had decent players. Don't need big names. Big names don't work with West Ham, and haven't done for 20 years. John says West Ham should have been up for the game tonight, but they're not. No, agreed. I think Man United got away with this tonight. I genuinely think they have. And if Solskjaer doesn't say the same thing, he's deluded. I genuinely think that they would have got away. They would have got away from it. Absolutely agree, Paris. Tonight's game has really shown how Lingard has helped strengthen the starting 11. Agreed. Look, all the dickheads are coming out now. I'm guessing this idiot's a Man United supporter that it's an own goal. Remember, it would be boring 0-0 otherwise. So all the trolls are coming out now. Look. See? Told ya. Look, all the trolls are coming out now. Sinho, it's the same person. It's the same person that tries to get me every single time. You will never get me with that. You will never ever get me with that. And I'm keeping these up because it's just to show how much how much of a dickhead these are all. I guarantee you these guys are Man United supporters because they're saying right. I guarantee they're going around the channels now saying, "Oh, you're losing to Man United." Let's go and give them some grief. Do you know what? You're just actually making yourself look like the big dicks that you actually are. Paul Harrington said that the annoying thing is that this approach is totally senseless. What is the point of just rolling over and losing limply in 1-0 instead of going at them and conceding 3 or 4? It's nuts. Exactly. You're clearly not even old enough to know what KGB means, much less what it is. Support a real team, Tottenham. Huh? Got beaten by an massively underperforming 2-1 Arsenal. Nice try, son. Nice try. And so I'm leaving it up to expose them for the twats that they are. Because you have to do better than that. Try and troll me. You really will have to do better than that. So I reckon I reckon about 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes. Let's see if Alfie says the So Alfie says the same thing when we finish above Spurs. See, who's dead? It's called reality, Alfie. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. So look, where are we? That's a dive all day long. That is a dive all day long. Very possibly, Francis. Very possibly. So 3 minutes of extra time. We're a minute into that. Thank you, Rob. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just bearing in mind that these people have got nothing better to do and have got sad, pathetic little lives that have to try and come on and try and ruin somebody's party. But you know what? He's not ruining my party, and he's not ruining anybody else's party either, for that matter, because we can see through these idiots like glass, quite frankly. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't care. So yeah. And it's always the same way. Try and compliment it, and then 3 or 4 minutes later, do something stupid. Could be it. So yeah. Looks like it's game over, guys, from a West Ham point of view. It's a real shame because we haven't really tried, we haven't really played all that well football. We had about five maybe 10 minutes. We had about five maybe 10 minutes of the 90. Well, where are we? 96 minutes in total, bearing in mind the two extra time periods, and that's it. As I said, don't worry, JP. You should have been about in the 70s. Mate, I've seen us play a lot worse than this. I've seen us play a lot worse than this firsthand. And I'm not, as I say, Rob, I'm not biting in any shape or form. Because all I'm doing is watching the football and into conversations with you guys. So Rice, Ben Rama, the block, and it's our first corner of the game. No. There we go. Game over. So, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. As always, there's always some little dickhead that wants to try and come in and spoil this party. But as Brain said, then it's only 1-0 at Old Trafford. It could be worse. To be honest with you, mate, it should be 0-0. But anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. We will have where are we? We'll have the Fantasy League roundup on Tuesday for Goal Week 28 for the channel. Wednesday night we'll have the live live weekly chat, and then obviously the preview for the Arsenal game, and then we'll be coming up as well, and then we'll have the watch along for the Arsenal game at the weekend. So guys, thank you very, very much for your time. Look after yourselves. Take care. Try and show people some respect, and including those that have tried to show a lot of disrespect and try and make a name for themselves. I'm sure it's way past their bedtime. But in the meantime, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon.